Hello, everyone. My name is Danny. This review is for the movie called Stargirl. This is a 2020 film. It is rated PG. It runs an hour and 45 minutes, and it stars Grace Vanderwall, Graham Vercheri, Giancarlo Esposito. The description: a boy becomes intrigued by a mysterious and quirky student named Stargirl and spends his time trying to know more about her. This is Stargirl. Well, hello everyone. Thank you for watching this video. This is for a very different movie. I was not going to lie to you here today. I was truly hoping that there was more to this movie. We have had movies before where somebody comes from outer space and they try going to normal school and getting to know normal Earth life. And I was kind of hoping it was more like that, but it's not what we're given. So when you get into this, I've got to really compare it to High School Musical almost. There's a lot of music. There's a lot of good teenage love and romance, trying to figure that all out, trying to fit into society, trying to find your place in the community, even in a small town, where these kids live. And there's a little bit of suggested stuff along the way, but it doesn't actually come to fruition. But I'll talk more about that in a second. So, with movies like this, I like to talk about the negatives first because there's not that many, and I just don't really understand how to make something a negative or say it in a certain way to make you understand. But the expectations, I would say, is like the biggest thing. So when we get into this movie, it becomes a little bit slow moving because it's all about the story. It's all about the stuff that happens that is unexpected, and so that stuff's good. But we have to kind of wait for this thing to happen, and it's like, oh, that's a nice moment. And then, maybe 20 minutes later is the next, oh, that's nice. Otherwise, there's a lot of talking, there's a lot of worrying about, teenage stuff, and then something happens. So, if you're patient enough for the stuff to come in 10-15 minute segments, then you'll be fine. But if you're expecting like a high action movie, then it's just not going to be for you. So, that being said, I think that's like all that's really like bad about this is the slow moving parts. Most of the kids in here know what they're doing. They're probably, pretty established Disney actors, and this is a Disney movie. So I wasn't questioning anybody's ability to act or react to a situation appropriately or play a certain character. We have one kid in here that basically just overeats the whole time, like that's his use. I mean, is that a stellar acting job? Not really, but obviously he is devoted to playing that character and he's not trying to do anything else with it. That's his job. That's good. So, overthinking this movie completely. Basically, what this review for Stargirl is about how crazy it is on the brain. Um, you know, there's a mystery to Stargirl, and she's just a junior in high school trying to make her way, and she's doing all this stuff, and it leaves it open at the end for interpretation of what the characters in the movie think about her and what you think about her and what you think is happening throughout the movie now that you've seen it all, what makes sense, what doesn't, what makes you feel good, what parts, are you most happy that you saw, and what's the most thing that gave you shivers. I gotta be honest with you. Most of the music in this movie, and most of the singing and smiling parts and feel good moments, they gave me shivers. And not a lot of movies do that. I mean, I would compare the storyline of this to High School Musical, but I would compare the feel good moments to something like 50 First Dates. It really is on that level of being an intriguing story and having a really nice companionship, romance, whatever you want to call it. And the stuff that happens in 50 First Dates and Stargirl are just things that you don't forget. They're not movies that you forget because of how unique they are, how they're handled, how creative they are. Nice songs that come in the middle of it, and it's just something that I could put on repeat from YouTube. Is the song list from this movie. I remember the songs and stuff from 50 First Dates ever since the first time I saw it, and it's just how that goes. And so, really, anything else that's minute or slow moving or whatever that you want to critique about this movie, it really pairs in comparison to how good everything really is handled, how good the music is, how good the story is, how creative, how open ended to interpretation the ending is, how much fun it is to go along the ride with these people, how sad it gets at certain points, how real it gets, how authentic this is. I mean, I could go on and on about praising this movie, but I really just want you to know that you've got to seek this out. Apparently, it's on Disney Plus, but there are other platforms to watch it on, which is what I did, and it's something to behold because how nice it is. And maybe you want to start by just listening to the soundtrack if you can't seek out the movie. But there's got to be a way to watch this in the future. Hopefully, it goes to a DVD so I can own it. I would really love to watch this over and over again. It's going to be one of those feel good movies that's going to last for a while. And I hope you're able to expose yourself to it and experience what is going on here. So, totally giving an A to Stargirl. I hope everybody's able to watch it at some point of their lives. It is going to be something to behold. It gets into you. I mean, at first you're like, well, I don't know about this part, this part, this part, but in the end, it just doesn't matter. So, an A for Stargirl. Thanks a lot, guys. My name's Danny. If you like this or any of my other videos, try and give some of them a watch. Like and subscribe to my channel if you would. Enjoy your movies. Thanks.